Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and welcome back to another edition of Thrill Me Thursday. Now, this is a segment created by my good friend Drew at Hey, Isn't That Devon Graham? And this week we're going to be doing a top 5 on top 5 best true stories. First, I'm going to do some honorable mentions like I normally do. We have Dahmer, Blackwater, which is an Australian film. The Conjuring, Part 1 and 2. Some people may be surprised that that's actually not in my list. One that was really hard for me to leave off was A Haunting in Connecticut. I do have a little bit of a connection with that, oddly enough. The Exorcism of Emily Rose. Wolf Creek. The Girl Next Door, another hard one for me to leave off. Open Water. Angst, The Sacrament, and of course, probably the hardest one not to put on there was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So we're going to start out right out with number 5, and like I said, this is my list. You may not necessarily agree with it, but it's just my opinion. Number 5 is going to go to The Town That Dreaded Sundown. I absolutely love this film. I love the direction of Charles B. Pierce. I'm a big fan of his films. And I just like the way this film is done, kind of mockumentary style, as well as Legend of Boggy Creek. To me, this is just a fantastic film. Number 4 is going to go to Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. This film had a big effect on me when I first saw it, when it came out. One of the first 2 NC-17 films. I remember hearing about this from friends that liked horror. There weren't that many, but there was definitely a buzz about this film. I originally rented it on videotape, and it's very chilling and very unsettling. So, yeah. And that's Henry Lee Lucas is the portrait of Henry. So, yeah. Number 3 has to go to Psycho, which, of course, is, yeah, based on Ed Gein. And just a classic film. So awesome. I don't really know what to say about that. It hasn't been said. Number 2 is going to go to The Strangers. Definitely one of my favorite modern home invasion films. Fantastic film, and one of the things that they say in that film it still chills me to the bone every time I watch it. And that's I believe it was Liv Tyler asked why they were doing that to us, and the girl replies, "Because you are home." And that just really chills me to the bone. And number 1 is going to go to The Entity. Barbara Hershey's portrayal in that film is quite unsettling, but I think it's the sound design that gets that for me. That is a brilliant film. It's done so effectively. And I actually feel that this film is really, really underrated. But yeah, that's my list. Definitely check out my buddy Drew for Hey, Isn't That Devon Graham? And see what he picked and see what our theme is for next week. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.